Alright, Dracula. It's finally time. About time I can finally prove my worth and beat your ass. Hopefully without a lot of pain in my future. But something tells me it's a lot of pain that's coming. Why is it always the birds? It's always nothing but birds, and I hate it. I hate how many birds they have. It really pisses me off. Well, oh god. What the hell's happening? I'm dying! Damn it! Well, this is what I wished for and I got it. The path to Dracula is a treacherous one. But hopefully, if I work hard enough, I can make it. God, I hope I can make it. Because something tells me it is not going to be a fun time trying to make it down there. Well, his greatest death traps were saved for last. I mean, look at this. Like, look at this! Everything's just gonna kill me immediately! Well, here we go. I'm expecting a lot of death, so let's get this over with. Welcome back, everybody, to what I hope, somehow, if it isn't, I'll be shocked, the finale of Let's Play Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. This is your host, the MJ406. And the end of this run of levels, at the very least, will be at the end of this journey, where Trevor Belmont somehow succeeds in fucking killing Dracula. Despite the fact he can't seem to survive a basic fall. And keeps getting himself killed in this frickin' pathetic excuse for a clock tower. Why would Dragon make his final hideout on a clock tower? Probably shouldn't worry about it. I should only worry about it once I can actually get to the end of the fricking thing. Because otherwise, I'm just making myself look like a fool. Fool indeed. Huh. You know, for some reason I was expecting crushing out of that, but no. It was actually fairly survivable. Jesus Christ! The luck that's on your side. I mean, may as well make the most of it, right? Ow! Well, Medusa heads galore. It's finally coming. I was say I felt like there was a lot of this game that had like endless amounts of Medusa heads. I haven't been seeing that many of them. Well, guess what? They're coming now. If you wanted them, you're getting them. Oh God, why with these gears? What? Ah! Damn it! That was painful. I mean, then again, what would be a great lair for Dracula anyway? I'm thinking like an abandoned tall tower. Something he could use to hide from the light. So why would he use a tall tower when it could get nothing but collect sunlight? You know, it'd make more sense, honestly, for freaking Dracula's hideout to be underground. Like in a crypt or something. That's the most sensible he's had any of his hideouts be in. Unless he has to be up here where the humans are. In which case, tough break, man. Tough break for you. Because of that, you can be identified and murdered by our local vampire hunters. Ow! You know, assuming they can actually get to the job of murdering you at all! Oh my god! Oh, shit! My god! I mean, at least his defense are top-notch. If only my whip speed was. And where do you think a vampire's greatest hideout should be? I'm honestly curious. Where do you think the best place for them to be? I mean, deep in a grave would make sense. That's why the crypt was an option in Castlevania Adventure. And deep in a lair, deep in the ground. Like, towards where his gravesite was, I guess. That makes a lot of sense. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. He had a building in the middle of the graveyard. You had to go deep into it to unveil his parts to revive him. It was deep in a big structure underneath the ground. Makes a lot of sense. Up atop the tallest castle or tower within the entire fucking town. Oh, jeez. That makes the most sense. Are you fucking kidding me? Unless you have, like, something that can shield the sun out from the building entirely. That's, like, the worst decision Dracula could make. Unless he's a fan of a challenge. In which case, he's more of a man of culture than I thought he was. Respect. Ah, you're a man of culture as well, Dracula. Who would have thought? Not me, apparently. I would have thought that Drac would be some sort of uncultured swine, unknowing the ways of humanity. I never went over it, but you guys remember watching the original Castlevania anime, right? Or if you haven't, I would definitely recommend it, especially like this game. Because the Castlevania anime, at least for the first 2 seasons, loosely goes over Trevor Belmont and his journey through this game. Or kind of the whole, well, at the very least, the second season brings this whole plot to a head. So, yeah. At the very least, the whole plot of this game is done in the first 2 seasons. So, ow! Fucking bat! Man, I finally made it down, too. But yeah, the whole plot of this game is basically done in the first 2 seasons of the original Castlevania anime. I gotta say, no. No, I may as well just die. That series, at least the first 2 seasons, which were the only ones I watched, by the way, because I kind of heard it got a little weird, because they basically went away from the plot of the, well, the third game, and I guess kind of the series, as lore as a whole, decided to expand more on, I want to say it was Camilla? But, yeah, it basically got weird after Season 2. But either way, like, yo, I gotta say, the way they interpreted, like, the whole, like, battle against, Dracula at the end of Season 2, oh my god, dude. That was one of the best, like, things I've seen in a video game adaptation. Like, that battle was epic. Oh. Like, yeah, Trevor working with, friggin' Sypha and Alucard. Not that other guy, though. In order to take on Dracula. The actual battle that unfolded from that was pretty freaking sick. Like, oh. Yeah, the characters were actually pretty memorable. They made Trevor like a fucking asshole. It's like they somehow managed to work the character of the series to make him seem like the kind of guy that gave a reason for everybody to fucking hate him in Transylvania. He was just a dickhead. I mean, that'll give plenty of reason for people to hate him. If he's just naturally an asshole. But he's like kind of a charismatic asshole. You know, eventually he'd get work done too, but how the fuck do you expect me to get through that? Yikes. Yeah, I just let that bird hit me again. I gotta stop getting hit by this fucking bird. Oh, that's the real mystery. How the fuck am I gonna get through there? As far as I'm concerned, I'll have to keep jumping to survive and keep whipping that fucking thing to get out of my way. Unless, of course, there's a better method. Like if I could jump over him, that would solve my problems entirely. But something makes me feel like that's not a solution here. Yeah, the expansive lore is kind of nice too, like getting to see a little more of like the, I was gonna say like political drama. It is kind of weird how it kind of like goes into more of like there's like a weird like bit of like strife between the other vampires. It's kind of weird. That's the only thing I didn't really like about it. Then again, that kind of goes into Season 3 stuff that apparently a lot of people are not a fan of. I mean, I'm sure it was fine, but I don't know. The first 2 seasons of the show, at least, I would say, if you enjoyed some of the stuff in this game, I would definitely recommend giving, at the very least, the first 2 seasons of that Castlevania anime I watch. They were a delight. They were good. Like, ow! It definitely gave justification of the plot and actually some of the action involved. I mean, you know, it is kind of hard to adapt a video game really well to a medium like a show or a movie. I mean, yeah. But especially with old school games like this, that have very little story, you kind of have to, like, try to expand it in your own way, keep it interesting, to actually give both the heroes and the villains, like, decent characters that would make people invested in watching them. And, well, old school games have a hard time, because literally the whole objective of this, you just see a bunch of creatures you have to kill, and you're just the nameless hero, or maybe the hero with a name, in some instances. Like the Belmont family, Belmondo family, however you want to classify it. But either way, God, I keep getting hit by the fucking Medusa heads. It's really bothering me. It is very difficult when you have very little to go on. I mean, come on. Look at the friggin' Mario and Sonic movies are crying out loud. Well, Sonic movies have a little more to go for, but... Oh, the Mario movie. They had to make up a plot to try to make somehow Mario relevant to the frickin', like, real world-ish. Let me get that! Come on. Oh, sweet! A one-up! I can't wait to lose this. Oh, the door! For some reason, I thought I'd be able to get through him. And I was proven very wrong. Especially with one bit of health left. No way you were gonna get through that, idiot. I should have known. And yet I didn't. Oh, come on, don't hang up there. I want to actually be able to kill you so I can survive. I've yet to get through this room without taking damage. Not once have I got through this room without taking any bit of damage from those fucking birds. Being right up where they spawn sucks. I mean, and hey, the ones that have done the best adaptations of the video game stuff have been those have been very loose. I mean, the Mario movie, for all intents and purposes, it's one of the ones that kind of has some of the most, like, leeway because of, you know, how, like, zany Mario as a property, Super Mario as a property can be. You can do a lot with that. As long as it has, like, the main characters and, like, some semblance of their world in it, there's a lot you can actually do with Mario to make it work. Legend of Zelda, on the other hand, that's one that can be adapted really well. Unfortunately, most of the series, up to this point, has thrived on not giving the hero any dialogue. And, well, yeah, there's a big risk of trying to give a hero who normally doesn't talk any dialogue. Especially when you don't do it well. I mean, everybody who's familiar with the Legend of Zelda series should know that by now. Anybody who's seen the friggin' Zelda cartoon already knows what I'm talking about. Oh, God. Haha! Fuck you! I got through, you bitch! Ha 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 ha! Finally! You know what? I'm gonna save just for the hell of it. But yep. Adapting a property and adapting it well, there's definitely a very clear distinction between the two. I will say, you can easily tell... Oh, sweet! You can easily tell when it's adapted well. Because it harkens on the source material very well, while keeping things entertaining. And not trying to make it feel like the game's too much. Which I know it sounds like blasphemy. You don't want the media... You don't want the game to be based on to feel so much like a game. It doesn't make sense, right? Well, here's the thing. You know, you have to keep it interesting. Sometimes you have a little expansive of the lore. Sometimes you have to ignore some of the lore. Or try to use something with vastly different characters to try to expand more of it. To make it feel like the series that can work. And yet... Oh, God. Hey! Oh, that was close. You know, doing it in such a way that, you know, you can actually, everything can actually work for you is pretty difficult. I'm trying to think about this. Well, we made it to Dracula. I'm not going to save just this once, just to prove a point. If I can heal, I'll save. If I can't fully heal, which I don't think I'm able to, which would really fucking suck. Well... We made it to Dracula and you got rid of your holy water. Good job. There he is, sitting on his throne. Dracula again, he killed me. Oh. It kicks me back out to the previous level. Well, that's nice. It could definitely have been worse. In fact, it can get worse. Yeah, before I, explain that, I'll try to finish my thought real quick if I can help it. At least they kick you out here so you can keep getting other weapons and upgrades and stuff in case you really need it. But yep, once you jump across those clock things and get to Dracula, the end of the game is in sight. Just note, this gets worse if I, have to use continue. I think that's what it is. I mean, you can be very faithful to source material and still not be entertaining. For example, the Assassin's Creed movie. That one happened to be very faithful to the first game, but because of how it was done, it was in such rough, you know, I don't know. A lot of people weren't a big fan of how it was done because of that. So, yeah. I don't know. You have to manage to do it interesting, but you have to make it interesting, but you have to do it right. Because you make it not interesting, despite following along with the lore, kind of hard to want to stay out of the medium of video games in general if you can't make it entertaining at all. Okay, for real, man. I mean, you know, you have to take some liberties, but you have to still try to make it lore relevant. And yet, trying to make it vastly different can also backfire if you kind of lose part of what the series is about. I'm trying to think if there's a series that's... Ow! I'm trying to think if there's a series that does that in a messed up way. I can't think of a video game adaptation that goes so vastly different from its actual series that it just becomes a bastardized version of what it should have been. You know, I can't think of much. I mean, the cartoons were debatably that. Some of the old school Nintendo cartoons were debatably that. To a point. I mean... Oh, God! Damn it! I had a feeling I missed that. Son of a bitch! This is gonna be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Alright, if I lose my continue again, I'm gonna try to get back to Dracula. And, well, I guess we'll just time warp back to being a Dracula. But yeah, this last level is definitely something else. As in, it's a fucking dick. Leave me alone. Man, another great effect of the holy water could have been if I could have killed him in one shot with the holy water, but no. It might be worth going back to this fucking area with only one life left. And show you what happens when you happen to, use a continue here. Unless they fix that in this collection, which would actually be a very awesome move if they fixed that. I'm pretty sure the continue is where it gets stupid. If you guys can continue. Oh, man. A lot of close calls here. Alright, let's give this another shot. If I can't heal, I'm not even going to bother saving here. Unless I can somehow get to this room with perfect health. Ah, desolate battle in sight. But yeah, that's all I can say. You should try to be... We wish for them to be faithful to the, you know, the video game series all we want, but if they can't be entertaining, there's not really a point. And yet, if you want to call it something of that series, yeah, I'd be willing to do things in such a way that... Oh, right, I hate this fucking boss fight. God damn you, Dracula, you son of a bitch. I mean, I should have seen this coming, but the fact I didn't kind of upsets me. I did not see this kind of painted torture coming. Give me the wall chicken! I must try to get to Dracula at full health. If I can do that, I will do a restore point right there, so I don't have to worry about going through this segment ever again. Wow. He despawned to respawn. So I knocked him out, so technically thought he despawned, but he did not. As a matter of fact, he respawned, so I had to battle with a clone of him. That was fucking cool. Well, this is make or break time for full health. If I could do it, that mean I would never have to do any of this level again, hopefully. Ah, fuck! Fuck you, bat! I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking hate myself for not catching that sooner. Damn it! Oh, sorry. Just had to get that out. Just had to get that out. I was pretty upset that I let that happen. Ah! Well, alright, let's just warp back to Dracula and hopefully I can do it out. Taking any damage. I don't even know why I still bothered coming here without full health. It's just not worth it. But mainly what I wanted to do was show you what happens when I use continue if I lose my last life here. Before I try to get back to my thought of the Dracula animated series thing. Look at that, that's bullshit. How can I dodge that? Fuck, man. That's just brutal. Yep, use it continue. Oh, they did fix it. Okay. Well, like I was going to say, I think the initial release internationally for Castlevania 3, if you lost your last life there, or lost life at all, they didn't only start you back, and they didn't only kick you out of Dracula's Castle, they started you at an earlier stage! I think you get to do level 9 again, too, if you lost a continue there. Or a life. I forget. Looks like they might have fixed it to go with the Japanese version for even the international part of this collection. Thank God! But yeah, that was the thing of the international release. That initially, and most of the Virtual Console releases before this Anniversary Collection, if you died to Dracula, you had to not only start this level over, but go back a previous stage and do that level too. Like, that was an asshole move. That was just hated by so many players. Like, once they realize the Japanese version get tortured like that, it's like, wow, really? Like, yeah. Seeing as they corrected this, looks like they regarded that as a mistake on their part. It might have been a glitch. It might have just been bad, like, loading data or something. But either way, yeah. That's initially what it was. And oh boy. It made playing the international version definitely the least preferred version of the game, at least in regards to overall difficulty. So yeah. You can see why I'm happy they fixed that in the Anniversary Collection. Thank Lord! Well, at least you wanted to do it legitimately without the restore points anyway. You have that method now, but... Well, it doesn't change the fact that, well, every time I died to Dracula, you had to go through 2 whole levels to get back to him. Every time! So it was just torment. Just, oh God. Well, at the very least, they got rid of that problem. Thank God. And with that, let's go to Dracula with full health so we get this whole charade over with, finally. Yes. Thank Lord. I finally dodged both those fucking assholes. And just like that, now we have a great save point right here. Good. Because I'm going to fucking need it. Alright, well, that's said and done. Let's finally deal with Dracula. You can't tell, his main attack, he warps and then throws 2 fire pillars around wherever you're supposed to be. The main thing you want to do is try to get out of their reach. Because you can't, well, yeah, you're going to be in a world hurt. Because then he'll shoot another giant fire pillar. So, yeah. Always be on the move if you can help it. At least you can see where he teleports this time. If you see the berth he gives you for those is wide, you may as well stay inside them. Because otherwise, you'll die pretty quickly. So, yeah. It's definitely a painful experience, to be certain. It's all about learning how you want to dodge the flamethrowers. Whether you want to actually... you know, daggers are probably actually decent for this fight now I think about it. His only weakness is his face, too. I mean, you can do it. As long as you have walking room at all, you can be alright. Just make sure you be on one edge and let him do the other. As long as you have the standing room, it's actually not that terrible. Just give yourself enough room. If you can tell the pillars are going to be very close together, run out. Alright, so it's really not that bad, but... You know... If you don't try to avoid it, then obviously, yeah, you're going to rack up damage. I'll just say this. You definitely won't want to rack up needless damage in the first phase. And yep, if it's not obvious, just like Dracula, Castlevania 1... Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, see, that's what happens when they're too close together. Ain't no way you dodge that shit. It's amazing just to see how much space you have, or how much he gives you. If it's too small, run out. If it's at least a couple spaces wide, you can take your time to frickin' just, well, get out. Oh, cool! And just like that, he outforms this giant, multi-faceted monstrosity. Man, the faces you have. You gotta destroy all the heads in order to defeat this part of the boss. It does not make it easy. God damn it, you're saving the edges, but otherwise... Oh, boy. Yeah. Now I really need to see the kind of monster Dracula is. He's a man of many faces. And all of them drool blood, apparently. Makes sense, considering how much blood he's drank over the years. Or however long this creature has been alive, damn it! I hate that I let it be at the center of all that. I really hate that I let that happen. So yes, take your time to try to focus on dodging his flames at first. It's the end of the room. Wait for him to raise his hand with the staff again, so you easily dodge it. There we go. See, not so bad, is it? Oh, god damn it. I felt like I was gonna get pinned, so I was scared. See, as long as you focus, this phase is thankfully not bad. There's everything else in this fight that's gonna make it a pain. That's the other thing that's very defeating about the frickin' holy water in this game. It's, ow! Jeez, the dripping effect, too. The fact that it doesn't actually, you know, stun any of the enemies except for frickin', of course, death. Well, there's not much that can be done about it, so... I can't hit him in the face by chucking it at him, though. Ow! God! Your hitbox is so huge, you stupid multi-faced freak! Ugh. This is why I saved this whole last level for one episode. I knew this was gonna be a problem. I mean, come on, it's fucking Dracula. What, do you think it's gonna be a fucking walk in the park? Well, guess what? It's not even close. If anybody's gonna be walking to the park, it's you. Being walked over by him in your parking spot. Wait. That makes literally no sense. I know what I said. Yeah. I'm glad you do, because it was fucking dumb. I don't know why anybody would ever say that. Go over and walk in the park. Oh, your parking spot. Ha! Got him! That's the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard in my life. That's definitely up there for the dumbest shit I've ever heard uttered in my presence. You idiot! Never again! Well, I still don't plan on going to the end of this game again with anybody else. I plan on showing off the other stages I haven't yet, and we'll just leave it at that. Oh, man, you really... you really just gotta react to the moment to make sure you don't get hit by those flame pillars too easily. That's all you can do. Just hope it's a wide berth. Ow! If not, then fucking run like hell. Just gotta react to the moment, and I cannot do that. Alright, come on, man! Oh, I mean, I would love to get through this whole phase without taking a hit, but... This man just loves to torture me so. See, you don't have to whip every candle either. That's another thing I was gonna say. You don't have to whip every fucking candle. You're trying to avoid a weapon. Don't whip the fucking candle it comes out of, you idiot! Well, you deserve that now. At that point, I was just committed to trying to kill him. Well, at least if you do have the white bird, you can focus on killing him very quickly. Assuming, of course, you can actually do it quickly. That's right! I will melt you with the power of holy water. Oh, man. Dracula, you are an asshole. You know that? You better know that. Because I'm calling you out right now. You are an asshole. I'm better off saving my holy water if I'm able. Not that it's easy! I was gonna wait for you to be in range for me to chuck my fucking holy water at you, that's all. Alright, I just gotta hit that head one more time! And we're done! This boss will be finished! And just like that! God damn you. I'd like it if I could actually hit you. You'd actually be willing to fucking come down. Yes! Dracula's defeated! And just like that, we're dead! Final phase! Yeah! This is the part that fucking sucks! This phase! Yeah! It's a 3-phase fight now! Yep. The first 2 phases aren't bad. If you dodge the fire, the first one, not bad. Second one, just avoid the fucking blood spillage. Not bad. That last phase, however, oh no. You have a floor you can fall through. You have platforms to move all over the place so you can hit them in the head. Oh, dude. The last phase is horrible. The last phase is god-awful. Just, who the fuck thought that was a good idea? That's all I had to ask. Who the fuck thought that last phase was a good idea? That's really all I have to say about it. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea? That's all I gotta say about it. Who the fuck would greenlight that fucking monstrosity we have at the end? Yeah, this is a Castlevania game. It doesn't pull any punches. Oh, God. Oh, that wasn't fair. I was hoping he'd at least veer away from me a little bit. Probably worth going back and forth to the sides here if I can help it. Not like you make it easy for me to do so. That's right, be low so I actually hit your fucking heads. Please. Oh, God. But yeah, 3-phase Dracula. If I had to gander, I would probably say it's the hardest Dracula fight in the series. Or at least that I'm aware of. I'm unsure of the later Castlevania games, because I don't know the, Metroidvania ones like that. But, alright, come on, can you calm down so I actually hit you? Thank you. Now lift me up so I can die. I want to take more time being able to die by your hand. If you don't mind, Dracula, please kill me already. Yeah, random platforms will be the ones moving, too. So we'll circle around, and then they'll just do a little bit of movement, and then you die. Because you'll end up falling, or just getting hit by the lasers that you're trying to dodge, while surviving on the platforms that move. Like any boss fight that makes it a platformer during the fight, an actual, like, battle you have to actually damage the boss, is an asshole. Like, oh, I keep doing that too early. Oh, right, I stayed in the flame. You know what? Let's just cut our losses. Ugh, I just want to make a restore point so I get through this first phase without taking damage. That would be beautiful. It's amazing how much he never changes the way his throne room looks in Castlevania. He really is a big fan of the decor of this place. Looks like he wouldn't change it for anything. There must be something about the room that sprouts memories in him. Oh, there was a backstory to why Dracula basically went out of his way to try and attack all the humans in Transylvania in the anime as well. I forgot. Because basically what, there was like a major or something, like a scholar who was like really interested in all the knowledge that Dracula had and actually wanted to learn shit from him. And you know, she was actually mildly interested in, like, she was actually very interested in all the things he knew. And Dracula actually grew fond of that woman. Unfortunately, all the other people in Transylvania basically saw that and basically was like, oh, that bitch is evil. She's been tricked to work the vampire. She's gonna be doing shit. So they killed her. The people of Transylvania basically had her killed off. And basically, upon learning that, Dracula basically then decided to rain havoc on everybody in Transylvania. Basically brought hell on Earth. In a way, you can see that him basically losing a human he could actually love, being lost. And yep, you can follow that pit. Fun. Like I said, you can follow that pit. But yeah, that's basically the whole premise for how they set up this game, at least in regards to the anime's logic. Like I said, they expanded on the lore and gave it a fitting reason. Like, yeah, you'd think Dracula's a monster you couldn't love, but don't forget, in a way, he is human, so it's actually quite possible for him to love. He just, you know, most humans fear Dracula, so he doesn't normally get to experience what love is like. It was actually kind of touching. Like, honestly, I thought it was kind of cool. I really did not mind that angle at all. I really didn't. Oh, he tried to really pinch me in there. Alright, well, fuck you. There we go. Now I don't do all that first phase anymore. more of these phases I get through without taking damage, the better. If I can go through and focus on just the last phase at full health, that'll do me some good. Ah! Too bad you won't stay low on the ground so I can just burn all your faces off, all your heads. No! Oh, getting pinned there's the worst. It seems like he has a fixed movement pattern for the most part in this phase. He's done the same thing pretty much every single time I've done this part of the fight, so it would stand to reason that if I memorize the fight, I should be able to get through this no problem either. But I don't think Dracula, the final fight in the anime, did anything like this. Honestly, I kind of like the way the anime did it. They didn't pull like crazy like video game logic bullshit. And like simple story of the Trevor Belmont trying to fulfill his job and kill the vampire. And honestly, it's all I should be asking for. Why would you jump there of all places? Oh wait, do I have to hit his hands or do I have to... Oh, you have to hit where his attacks are spawning from. That's what it is. Oh no, you do hit him in the head. Okay. Duly noted. He splits into multiple heads, I just realized there. What the fuck? Multiple heads, that's some bullshit, man. Alright, go here. Hang around here for a little bit. But now run under. Woohoo! There you go, see? Now you're perfectly fine. Gotta head back to the right. Oh no, did it change because I didn't get hurt? Ah! Well, as long as I got rid of the center head, I'm fine. Come on. So close. If I can just hit that head one more time. Just hit the head one more time. Hit the head one more time! Yes! Alright, good. Now we just settle this last phase and be fine, hopefully. Without dying, preferably. You son of a bitch! I gotta figure out how to hurt this thing. Oh yeah, looks like you do want to hit him in the head. Yeah, it's hitting him in the face, mainly. But they do give you play opportunity, so as long as you attempt to dodge, just try not to jump into a hole. That is the biggest problem with this fight. It's not actually damaging the boss itself. It's surviving the fact that they're trying to basically make you fall down a pit more than anything. Ow. I mean, I would say it's probably the biggest problem with this fight. It's the falling down the hole thing. Now, what isn't a problem with that? Alright, so damaging him is not that hard now I notice how it works. As long as I stop letting him fucking shoot me in the head! Or shooting me at all, rather. The whip is definitely the best way to do it, but... Oh my god! I'm so sorry, guys! I mean, come on, you know my history of this game already. Seeing how much I struggled, honestly, you should have seen this coming. I know I did. He's gotta be able to hit this fucking demonic thing in the face numerous times. And not jump in the hole! I am not about to save scum through the fight. That just feels like the worst kind of cop-out move. Just save scum for the entire fucking fight. Ah! But hey, you want a difficult Castlevania boss, you got one in this fight. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, at least the shots don't linger on the platform. It's honestly probably a good thing. As long as you pay attention to where those shots are coming from and try to dodge them accordingly, you'll be fine. Well, MJ, it'd be nice if you could speak from experience instead of speaking from your ass. Well, if you don't like the way the platforms are moving, just move somewhere where he cannot easily hit you at all. Alright, the other platform caught me and got me in the crossfire. That was not cool. Ugh. I really don't like the way this fight's progressing already. Well, It's up to you to try to figure out your best way for damaging this boss. However it may be. Whether it's randomly hoping you can get some good jump shots on him, by just jumping as soon as a shot is fired so you can easily dodge, hit the thing, and not die. Or just pelt it with fucking holy water. So I'm not gonna lie, has been somewhat working for me up to this point. Ah, damn it. But not working enough because I keep falling. Ah! Okay. I was so expecting a fall there. I gotta think of better spots to stand where I can get the shots to redirect. That's my problem. I never think that part through. I never think of getting the shots to redirect to where I'm trying to be. I only think about trying to dodge in the moment. And that's how I end up dead. Constantly. They're not high enough for you to hit them with the whip. At least you get plenty of opportunities to be able to hit them with the whip if you wait for the right moment. Assuming you can actually do wait for said moment. Oh, greed! Greed! You cannot hit him at this point. Stop trying to do that. You're only delaying your inevitable demise by being a moron. See how much better that looks? If you could actually... You walked off it after already... God damn it. But yeah, you know, having a weird romance between him and a human is actually kind of a neat direction to take the series. I thought it was kind of interesting premise. Made it not so, you know, easy to hate Dracula. You know what? Fuck it. If I get through a certain, like, phase without taking damage, I'll take it. I'll take any mercy I can give myself. Any mercy I can give myself is something I will take with pride, damn it. Pride has left the building a long time ago, alright? At this point, I just want to beat him. So that way we don't have to keep sitting here and watch me squirm. I am starting to get a better flow of everything. It is actually rather predictable once you actually notice it. It's just not falling is a painful endeavor. I knew I should have saved. I fucking knew it. Ah, damn it! I got caught at the end of that. I'm getting upset now. I'm getting very upset realizing I could have done it. I just got lazy and decided not to have it be done. Oh god, this pattern is weird. I mean, hey, I'll say, Dracula being romantically involved with the human is definitely a better angle than I could have asked for. So, at that point, I'll take that angle. It's at least an interesting take. Unlike a lot of the others, it's literally just him going out for blood. At least, you know, being romantically involved with the human, and then everybody distrusting him and killing said human because it made him finally happy for, like, the first time in his incredibly long, miserable life. Like, yeah. Like, you can kind of connect with that a little bit, honestly. It feels a little weird to say there's going to be a connection through that. But you know what? I'll let my man Dracula have the benefit of the doubt in that scenario, at the very least. So, yeah. Good on him for actually being able to find purpose in life. Oh yeah, and you can die after killing the boss too! Make sure you're still on the platform when you get that final blow, because if you're not, well then, everything you did will fit for nothing. I mean, that's basically the whole lesson of this LP. Try to live. Stop dying to stupid bullshit like jumping into an empty abyss. Which I have done a lot, mind you. I have done that a heck of a lot this LP. It has been my trademark maneuver. Jump into that pit! You might survive. If you try hard enough, you might survive. Yes! And there we go! Whipping out that third phase! You can actually claim victory! Yes! There we go. I don't care if you were jealous for them killing your only love you could ever have in your life. It's not worth killing the whole human race for. And for that, you die. Again. And And there we go! Just like that, Castlevania is defeated once more. Oh, look at that! Sypha is a girl! Damn right. There we go. Now I got my lovely lady. Take out Dracula, she's mine now. If only it was her, that'd be horrible. Trevor made many sacrifices. He died way too many fucking times. The long fight is over. Dracula's dead, and all the spirits are asleep. Sypha, the vampire killer, has had a bad life. But since she met Trevor, she's beginning to feel more comfortable with herself. Oh, wow. So she had confidence issues. It makes sense. It's fair. After this fight, the Belmont name shall be honored by all people. What about Castlevania Adventure then? Well, no. Nobody likes that one anyway. Christopher Belmont was an even bigger asshole. I guess it's the one they wanted to say was the canonical, like, origin story. Even though I think the Adventure, Castlevania Adventure is still canon, but either way. Oh, I finally beat Dracula's Curse, oh thank God. Yikes. Yeah, that's one of the magic spells you can get, by the way, that I never managed to get. You can get another magic book that can basically do frickin' the electric balls. And here's the other character you can get as well. We'll get into him later. It's the acrobat, Grant Dynasty. It's supposed to be Dynasty, apparently, but whatever. At least it didn't say Grant Dynasty. This other one we'll go into later, because I'll actually be showing this one off in detail. Alucard. Adrian F. Tepes. God damn it. He does have a name, it's Dracula backwards. And, of course, the ultimate vampire hunter. It's Trevor Belmont. But there you go. That's the main run of Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Jesus Christ. I mean, it is when it started Trevor Belmont. And I'm what? Are you sure it was him? It looked too good. Look, he kept cutting things out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'll definitely say there's a lot of solid platforming and combat in this game. Like, Jesus. It's one of those old games to remind you. The NES era had a lot of tough games in it. This is definitely another one of those prime examples. They expect you to master everything, to dodge every maneuver, and learn to basically master every boss in order to overcome them. Like, they were not forgiving. Modern games are willing to forgive you so you don't waste time, but old school gaming didn't care about that. They wanted you to prove your worth by freaking conquering that. Oh, look at that, New Game Plus. It's honestly fine by me for us to be into, so. And nice to let you keep your partner, too. And your score, but that's only if you're willing to do score building. You can somehow get through this whole game without wasting lives. But it's certainly an endeavor. But yep, it's very much like Castlevania 1. It carries the good that Castlevania 1 had. Oh, right, it's New Game Plus, so more enemies are there. They can make this game even harder. Oh, God. That is terrifying to think of. This game can be even harder. But yep, this is probably one of the hardest Castlevania games. I heard Dracula X is also pretty hard, but yeah. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. A refinement of Castlevania 1, but because of their refinement, they decided to go balls to the wall with a lot of their concepts they have in the first game. And oh boy, did they go balls to the wall. My God. Some of the platforming ideas they came up with, pretty fun. Some of the auto-scrolling segments, collapsing blocks for platforms and such. Like, holy crap. Oh, maybe it's the Holy Water gives you the electric spell. Maybe. And, yeah, having partners is actually a pretty nice change as well. You don't have to rely on just your, whipping character. Your character with the whip isn't the only one who can do the fight this time. So, yeah. At least you have different gameplay styles to experiment with. Where you want the mage, the acrobat, who's actually pretty useful, surprisingly, and the other one, who has probably the best mobility in the game, Alucard. But we'll have to get to that another time. Because, well, I need a break. Even though I'm just frolicking through the stage. They upgraded the Medusa heads to be that? What the fuck? And yeah, here's an idea of what New Game Plus is like. Fuck, man. Fuck. They somehow made the Medusa heads worse. Yikes. Alright. Well, I think we're good to end this episode here. But we're not done with the game quite yet. While it's mainly the finale, obviously, I still have the other stages to go over that I hadn't done. Funny thing, I accidentally skipped one. That was one of the early stages. But, yeah, regardless of the main run, the fact that there's replay value for the multiple stage routes as well, like, that's pretty awesome. So, there you go. There's definitely a lot to have in this game. And all the split routes are at the beginning. One of them basically lets you skip a stage you want, which is what I did by accident. The other takes you to a whole different route. So if you want to see the last of the companions that you can get with Simon Belmont, you can take that way. Trevor Belmont. I can take Simon. See? That's what happens when you're basically the mascot. Kind of hard to forget. Alright, but yeah, this game's hard. So, you know, practice up if you want to get good. I didn't take time to practice, so it looked horrible. Sorry about that. But go back for the bonus episodes. There's going to be at least one. I'm imagining 2, potentially 3. We're going to go through the bonus stages that I hadn't done. We're basically going to go to the extra stage I skipped, and then we're going to take the other routes to get to where Alucard is. So that way I can feel satisfied knowing that I managed to show off everything in this game. And there are multiple endings you have in the game. It basically says that the Belmont name will be remembered. All you basically see is what happened with every character at the end. And there might be an extra line of dialogue if Trevor goes through by himself, but I'll just look him up and talk about him. I don't feel like going the whole game to show him off anyway. So, thank you for joining me in this painful experience. But hey, that's Dracula's Curse for you. That's a tough Castlevania game. As far as I know, it's the hardest game in this collection. I don't think the other two are as hard. I don't think the others remaining are as hard as this one. If anything, I think I heard Castlevania Bloodlines is actually relatively simple compared to the others. We'll have to find that out, though. Still Super 4 to go through first. And Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. Alright, anyway, come back next time for the bonus episodes and go over the other stages in this game I hadn't done previously. See you guys next time.